Mercedes-Benz and CNBC TV 18 present Young Turks on the Road.
Welcome back. You're watching our special series, Young Turks on the Road. While the online F&B industry is filled with platforms that aggregate and list restaurants and those that facilitate online reservations and offer home delivery to customers, our next startup, WowTables, is different. They're curating dining experiences for customers. Let's take a look at their journey so far.
Kunal and Deepa Jain's WowTables, that started as Gourmet It Up in 2012, is a table reservations platform which curates exclusive dining experience for guests.
Our experiences basically range from 3-course meals to up to 10-course meals. The specialty about our menus are that they include dishes from the a la carte menu but also the signatures.
Having partnered with over 300 premier restaurants across Mumbai, Pune, Delhi and Bengaluru, the venture has already raised $400,000 from 2 rounds of angel funding.
We're really looking forward to meeting Mr. Singh of Olive. We've been working with his brand for a while, and it's the first opportunity for us to actually meet with him and ask him some questions that we have for the restaurant industry.
Hi Eddie, time to meet our next startup. From WowTables, we have Kunal and Deepa. We really hope that your curated menus and customized dining experiences impress our mentor here. Over to you guys, I'll leave you right there.
Past 4 years, we've curated over 1,000 unique dining experiences.
Curated yourselves?
Yes, and Deepa is a head curator, so she's curated most of them herself. And we've built certain specialities in the curation process. We understand the diner mindset, what they like to see, what they don't like to see. Of course, there is a wide variety of tastes that Indian consumers have, and we've learned how to make sure that we curate menus that have enough variety and options that suit those individual tastes. And we've recently started offering that curation service as a value add to restaurants. For a fixed price. Do you think that would actually be valuable to restaurants?
Very valuable. I think once you're working with somebody and they have confidence in you and vice versa, I think there's no stopping how much you can do together. When we finish this discussion, I'm going to give a heads up to our national head marketing, who already knows you, to say why aren't we doing more with WowTables?
It's kind of a perceived stigma with the hospitality industry or the standalone restaurant space is that payments are always a problem. We've been lucky that we work closely with our brand partners and usually do not face a problem like that. But very often that's one of the concerns that investors have for us, that how are you going to collect payments? Because restaurants, they perceive that restaurants aren't willing to pay in advance. And when they pay after work is done, it's often delayed and requires a lot of follow-up, which wastes a lot of company time instead of just building more business together.
Well, it is a problem, and especially for consultants, I've heard this many times. People do tend to take advantage of people like yourselves or situations. There is unfortunately no specific body that could help you. But we restaurants do have a very active association called the NRAI, National Restaurant Association of India. Certainly there's no reason why you could not meet with them and talk to them and give them a heads up. They could, for example, send a letter saying, dear so-and-so, we were approached by WowTables. Please sort out the matter. It's been a while. So some level of that. And number 2, I would say to you, whatever your system is, let's say month end, you haven't got your money in 15 days, stop giving them business. At least they know you mean business. Otherwise you'll be waiting for forever.
What are some of the marketing channels that an established brand or established set of brands like yours uses on a regular basis that gives them good returns?
We worked really, really hard to be in the customer's mind space. Events, activities, innovation. We were national leaders, and I'd say on a par with almost any restaurant in the world in the kind of things we did, in the freshness of those, and how regularly we did them. However, I feel that the times have changed a lot. Firstly, there's so many more restaurants. everybody's kind of doing the same thing. So I think today is very much more about product. So we as a team work really hard on product, and we believe word of mouth is the best marketing channel. Having said that, beyond that, what we do use is, for example, we are happy with organizations like yourself. We have many tie-ups that help drive a level of customer to us. I'm old-fashioned, so sometimes I use media still. So we actually advertise in the newspapers. But I know that, like, say, for example, my niece's generation who works with me, she never reads a newspaper. It's mind-boggling for me. I think a lot of the restaurant groups today need to actually build younger teams as well, because the times they are changing, and there's a big change in generations, and there's so much more online. And so it's important to be able to be visible and reach out online as well. And our company tries to balance that. When I was sitting with the Young Turks team, looking at the entrepreneurs that we shortlisted, we liked your model. And I hope that through today, a lot more people will understand what your business does and look at you that much more seriously.
Well, Adi, that's a great point that you brought on. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this mentoring session. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you, Adi. Thanks for your advice. I look forward to keeping in touch.
Alright guys, thank you so much for joining us for this session. But tell me, what were the learnings? How was it?
Shruti, thank you so much for the opportunity. We work regularly with Singh's restaurant. It was the first time that we had the opportunity to meet with him. He has years of experience dealing with restaurant challenges, similar to what we work with every day, and it was great hearing his insights.
I also think it was fantastic to hear that he really values brands like WowTables. And I think it's a great feeling to hear from a restaurateur what WowTables is adding value to each of his brands. I think it's a very good feeling.
Alright, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Now let's hear from Singh, our mentor, on how he thought the startups were.
Aromas of Kurg, I think their basics are good. Without tasting the coffee, but I think the direction's good. We have this, filter coffee tradition, and that's a great base to work with. I also like the model because it's financially profitable from center one. Every single one of the units makes a little money at least. So I think it's an organization that's growing the old-fashioned way. I think they need to grow faster without compromising on quality. I think WowTables is, for example, as a restaurant and a fairly large-sized company, we think they're a great company to work with. It's a win-win for us. I think, as you heard in the discussions, for them the problem is that the organized sector is still not that organized. There are not that many organizations that have the sort of integrity of the workplace as we do and a few others do. So I think as the Indian restaurant scene grows, WowTables will continue to grow well.
Well, thank you, Adi, for sharing those wonderful insights with us on the show. I'm sure lots of startups are going to benefit from what you had to say. With that, it is time for us to wrap up this edition of Young Turks on the Road. Next week, another special Young Turks mentor, Shuchi Mukherjee of Lime Road, joins us. Till then, from all of us here on the team, goodbye and many thanks for watching.
Mercedes-Benz and CNBC TV 18 present Young Turks on the Road.